It has been a rainy day on the island of New Providence. Overnight, in the nation's second city, 2 Negro men were shot, and according to reports coming out of Grand Bahama, 1 perished. The former Prime Minister, Dr. Hubert Alexander Minnis, has called on the governing Progressive Liberal Party to intensify an investigation into the Royal Bahamas Police Force. You would recall that I told you that one of the first major bank robbery was committed by an FNM. Today, I will tell you the identity of that FNM who ran for the parliament but is now dead, if the spirit moves me to do it. And he, of course, is an official formerly of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. If Dr. Minnis wants an investigation, I say let's investigate. But I want him to know it was us, not me, in the FNM who participated in that robbery. And then, of course, over the last 2 days, some wonderful things has happened in our courts. A Jamaican man who had been badly mistreated by the country, he has been rewarded with $2 million. And a Haitian woman who appeared before a judge who married a man of Haitian ancestry has been liberated. Tout le monde haïtien, jodi ya, ma content. All Haitians today, I am happy we won $575,000 before Madame Juge. Madame Double is powerful in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Welcome back to Freedom March. Today is Wednesday, the 7th of August 2024. I have a brother by the name of Edney. Well, his name is really Edward, and Edward is celebrating a birthday today. So if you see Edward, tell him I say happy birthday, and this is powerful. Well, folks, there is an interesting article in today's Tribune in which a group is offering a $10,000 reward if some person can assist them in finding the American transgender man, Taylor Casey. You would recall that Taylor Casey went missing. Taylor Casey is an African American man. But in the United States of America, President Donald Trump is attempting to regulate sexual identity where a man will no longer be able to say he's a woman even if he acts like a female. And so we had this African American who came here a couple months ago, and he went to the camp on Paradise Island to learn to do yoga. And he mysteriously disappeared. The Royal Bahamas Police Force did a major investigation. Every dog that the Royal Bahamas Police Force was able to put on the trail of that American citizen, they did. They found his cell phone in the ocean, and it was one laborious search, but there's a reward of $10,000. So by that reward, it suggests to me that they know that Casey is perhaps safely hiding in the transgender community. We have a video of a number of torchbearers meeting with a leading transgender activist at Arawak Key. We will not show you that video because one of the torchbearer, his father, and I are very, very good friends, and I'm certain he will not forgive me if I was to show his son meeting with a leading transgender. And so we will not show it to you, but we do have it. And so it's a developing story. I call on the transgender community. Please give up Casey Taylor. Please give up Taylor Casey. If you know where Taylor Casey is, we need you to contact the Royal Bahamas Police Force and to let them know. And it's very important. So that is a story that we might deal with, because as you are aware, in the United States of America, there is a major presidential campaign which is taking place. And I suspect, without evidence, that this new attempt at finding Taylor Casey is political. And if Taylor Casey can be found, he would be given a hero welcome in the midst of this campaign. We'll talk about it more as the Spirit moves us. But I think at this point, today being a wonderful day, lots of rain, I'm going to invite my spiritual advisor, a man of God, to lead the way in teaching the gospel. Bradley Roll, if it pleases you, behold the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, and behold the United States of America.
Wow, I tell you. Interesting. Thanks so much, Sandra. Today we're going to go to the book of John, and we're going to look at the children of the devil. Who are these?
Oh, hallelujah!
Ah, boy. Anyhow. Forgive me. Forgive me. Let's get serious. The book of John, chapter 8, 42 to 47. The children of the devil. And here's what Jesus says. This is something very serious. We need to pay attention to this. Jesus said to them, if God were your father, you would love me, for I have come here from God. I have not come on my own. God sent me. Why is my language not clear to you? Because you are unable to hear what I say. And that word here in the Greek means to understand. You belong to your father, the devil, and you want to carry out your father's desires. He was a murderer from the beginning, not holding to the truth, for there is no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks his native language, for he is a liar and the father of lies. Yet, because I tell you the truth, you do not believe me. Can any of you prove me guilty of sin? If I am telling the truth, why don't you believe me? Whoever belongs to God hears what God says. The reason you do not hear is that you do not belong to God. John, the 8th chapter, that's St. John, the Gospel, the 8th chapter, verses 42 to 47, I read from the New International Version of the Scriptures. The Word of God is forever and ever blessed. Amen. Thank you, producer. And back to you, Sandra.
My spiritual advisor, I want to thank you for that wonderful, wonderful scripture reading. It's powerful.
Indeed.
Well, folks, there has been a murder on the island of Grand Bahama in the wee hours of the morning. And of course, the latest report that we have received is out of the two men who were shot, one died. So it's a sad, sad situation in view of the fact that we are doing everything to prevent these crimes, but yet the crimes are being committed. And once again, I must remind the government that there's only one legitimate option, and that is that we have to move the impediments which prevents the state from executing convicted murderers. I refuse this afternoon, when I descended to accept what was the official count for that young man who had been shot multiple times very, very early this morning. So it's a very sad thing for his family, for his friends, and for his community. So that is as best as we would want to deal with that matter today. Meanwhile, we have a judge by the name of Ruth Bo Daville. You may not know that the Davilles are from Long Island, and the history of every Daville is the history of Haiti. They won't admit it to you. The only Daville who's prepared to tell you that his ancestors are from Haiti is Mr. Pinder. You know Mr. Pinder, the Conky Joe man who sells some of the best tiles on the island? He has no problem in letting you know that his mom is a Dowell and they are of Haitian ancestry. In fact, the people of Long Island, the Conky Joe people, they are principally the people that we would have chased out of Haiti during the revolution. And that is why you will find no African Haitian living in Long Island because it has been taught to them that during the revolution, we declare in the hills of Haiti, coupe tedla, that's cut off their heads, and boule kai, burn down their homes. And those who have fled to the Bahamas has never forgotten the Haitian people. Well, notwithstanding that Her Ladyship, Justice Ruth Baudaville, she is of Long Island and Exuma ancestry, and she's married to a Daville. It was good from a cultural perspective that Her Ladyship is married to the Daville. Well, there's been two powerful cases that came before Justice Ruth Baudaville, one involving an African Jamaican, and the other one involved an African woman of Haitian ancestry born in the Bahamas, but has been discriminated against. And in these two instances, Justice Ruth Baudaville allowed justice to flow like a mighty, mighty river. And today, I'm so excited for what she has done for that poor Jamaican man who perhaps for 10 years lingers and suffers in captivity in the Bahamas without justice, without freedom. And in the course of it, he was raped while in lawful custody, if I can use the word lawful custody, which turned out to be unlawful. So, Justice Ruth Baudaville awarded him $2 million. I think it's powerful that the court put aside prejudices and look at the case objectively. That Jamaica man, he is a human being, and he should never have been treated in the manner that he has been treated. And I thank God for this learned, my spiritual advisor, this learned attorney who also has in his blood, Haitian blood. What's his name? That wonderful attorney.
Is that Fred Smith?
Attorney Fred Smith.
Was he the lawyer though?
He is the attorney.
Oh, he was the attorney?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he represented the Jamaican man.
The Jamaican man.
And he put a powerful case on behalf of the Jamaican man. And Ruth Baudaville, objectively listening to the evidence, she ruled according to law. So it's a powerful day in the Bahamas. And I thank God that our judiciary is independent. You see, if you have an independent judiciary, you can be like me. I express my views. I'm not afraid, because if anybody mess with me, I'm taking them to court. I am going to court. And that is what is good about having an independent judiciary. And every judge of the Supreme Court, they know me. And then I get there and I say, my Lord, my lady, you know me. They're lying on me. The court shall rule in my favor. It's powerful. So I'll be looking at that. But greater than that is a woman who, she and I have the same ancestry. And today, as I read that article of the injustice that she has suffered, and an announcement by the government that they will go in Cowpen Road, where they have given my people, the Haitian people, 30 days. And then they will go in Cowpen Road and broke down the alleged Shanty House. So there are three wonderful citizens that I shall be appealing to monitor the government breaking down the shanty town. I shall appeal to the former Free National Movement Minister responsible for immigration, the Honorable Ellsworth Johnson. I shall appeal to the first woman speaker in the Free National Movement government, the Honorable Rome Italia Johnson. I shall appeal to one of the PLP greatest minister of youth, Dr. Daniel Dumfrey Johnson. And the three of those Johnsons are siblings. Ellsworth Johnson, Italia, and Danny, you must go now to Cowpen Road, and I challenge you to meet me so that I may take you to the Fall Farm where your daddy has children living. And I say to you that the three of you must unite to save your Haitian frere accès, your Haitian brothers and sisters. We must unite, and we must ensure that the farm that your father left on Cowpen Road, perhaps 3, perhaps 4, that none of his children are caught by immigration. Tout le monde haïtien, est-ce que vous connaissez ou gagnez des fois ak yon sœur qui gagne power? All of my Haitian people, do you not know that you have 2 brothers and 1 sister who have power? And who are they? Who are they? Kimon sa yo. Sa yo say. Dr. Danny Johnson, Ellsworth Johnson, and Rome Italia Johnson. This is powerful. We shall unite, and I will unite with them, and we will protect the Haitians of Johnson ancestry. Tout le monde haïtien, ma vini. I'm coming. Bunde sobre wa. God save the king. Bunde sobre tout le monde yo. Welcome back to Freedom Match. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. And when we took the adjournment, I did tell you that the government has served notices in Cowpen Road that all illegal residents under construction, they have been given notice. And for many of you, you may not be aware that in this country, there are many young people of Haitian ancestry who perhaps may not have gotten their papers straight. But if you were to objectively look at them, you will be able to tell that they are some of our siblings, our brothers, our sisters, our cousins, but we tend to discriminate. And I do not intend to allow anyone to discriminate against my people, the Haitian people, and I will call on whoever I believe. And everybody knows that, you know, mentally I have issues from time to time. But if I believe that they are your siblings, you will be called upon to defend them. And I thank God that Ellsworth Johnson still lives on one of their parents' farm. So you see, right there, when he was a minister, you went there, sometimes you got confused. I used to get confused. When I reached, I would say to the Haitian guy, who Haitian hostess is Ellsworth Johnson is at? And the fellow would say, Daddy no Haitian, Daddy is Bahamian. So this is powerful. Watch out for me, I don't mess around. I'm not gonna allow any Bahamian to mistreat their daddy outside children. You all say it. All right? Me, I don't care who don't like it. If your father has some children, you will use your political power to protect them, or I will call you out. And I'm prepared to organize them children and match them to Alfred Says, and to ask Alfred Says if he thinks that a national hero, Haitian children, should be mistreated, and I don't play. Okay? I'll ask Alfred Says. And I know Alfred Says is liberated, and he will not discriminate. And I'll show you why discrimination is terrible, because we have a female.
Here is some ads.
It's ad time. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor. Thank you.
The Work Center, located in Rosetta Street, across the road from Roberts Furniture, is your one-stop shop for back to school, Dickies, Timberlands, and many, many more. So come on down and let their friendly staff assist you with getting ready for back to school. Everyone needs money. So why not send money? Send money internationally and locally through Western Union with MoneyMax. Download the MoneyMax app today to send cash instantly to a family member or friend anytime and anywhere. Sending money has never been simpler. The app is available on the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. MoneyMax, live your max life.
It's powerful, my spiritual.
Indeed.
It's powerful, my spiritual advisor. So I thank you very much.
Right.
Folks, there's so many things happening in the country. The government is trying to maintain law and order. And there are many young Haitians who have Bahamian brothers and sisters who should come to their aid. It should. If your father has some outside Haitian children, and you become conscious of it, and you recognize that they don't know how to apply for perhaps for good building permit, you have a duty. You have a duty. Do you know what it is? For you to have, for your daddy children to have held political power for your daughter to be the first female speaker in an independent Bahamas? Do you know what that is? For you to be Haitian and your sister is the first woman speaker? Do you know what it is for your brother, your daddy's son, to have been the minister of immigration and he wouldn't help you to get your papers straight? Do you know what that is? I'm angry. I'm angry. And I'll be grabbed. I'm angry. And so, I'm not going to allow anybody to get away with it. It is your daddy, children, becomes your responsibility. As simple as that. And I'm prepared to match them. Ruth Bo Daville, a judge of our court, has had a wonderful case involving a female who was born in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and is entitled to citizenship. And it's been an abuse. You apply and they lost your file. You apply and they can't find evidence that you pay. And it becomes frustrating. Then you're locked up and you're run. I have to be careful how I give you this case because I am related and I have a lot of colleagues who gets angry when I come on TV and I slip and tell you certain things. They get mad with me and say, why did I say it? And I say, but I slip. But I can give you stories where young people born in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas and are entitled to citizenship, they have been abused. When it's a very easy situation. I could give you a story where a person need only to have been sworn in, but it took a long time, and there's no need for that. And somebody has to speak up for them, and I think it's powerful to do so. So this is the case of Daphne Knott. Daphne Knott is 29 years old. She's applied for citizenship and it's been one long process. Then she gets locked up and it's frustrating. And then she's held in detention center and then she's accused of biting the immigration officer. And then she's prosecuted. And then nothing happens. I always try to see if I can get my people to work with immigration. Because God has blessed us now where many of my people are now employed in immigration. That is so wonderful about the society. There's so many of us that you can't even tell who we are. We have been able to change the complexion of our skin, so you're not able to tell. We're able to change our name. You're not able to tell. But we are one people, and we ought to be treated with dignity. Ruth Bo Daville is a historian. She's not only a judge, she's a historian. And she knows that the Daville of which she's married to, every Daville, they will deny it. They are all descendants of Haiti. That's a fact. They represent the mulattoes of Haiti. But you know how it is. We don't want to identify with our ancestry. Well, by grab, Ruth Daville, her ladyship, listen objectively to the case. And I want to read something to you so that you will understand that Ruth Bo Daville, I declare today that she is safe. $575,000 awarded to Haitian woman denied citizenship. The Supreme Court has awarded $575,000 in damages to a 29-year-old woman after the Department of Immigration took 6 years to address her application for Bahamian citizenship. Dahin No Not, whose parents are Haitian citizens and legal residents of the Bahamas, was initially granted a certificate of identity on April 4, 2011, which expired in April of 2016. She applied for Bahamian citizenship on September 16, 2013, under Article 7 of the Bahamas Constitution. Throughout the application process, she provided the requested documents, was interviewed, and was informed by an immigration officer that she was to be contacted later about an oath of allegiance recital date. Starting in 2014, Ms. No Not consistently followed up with the Immigration Department to confirm her recital date, but never received answers. On October 10, 2017, she was informed that her file could not be found. After 6 years, she was finally registered as a Bahamian citizen in 2019. Her citizenship was granted while she was pursuing legal action against the Director of Immigration and the Board of Immigration for refusing to consider, determine, or grant her citizenship application in a reasonable time. So therein lies a part of the problem, and then of course the various injustices that she would have suffered. Her Ladyship, Ruth Baudowell, listened objectively, and when it was all over, I want you to hear how Her Ladyship rewarded that Negro lady. I think it's powerful. So she was awarded $250,000 for the constitutional breach of Article 17, subsection 1, $125,000 for the breach of Article 26, subsection 2, $150,000 for malfeasance, $100,000 in exemplary damages, and $75,000 in aggravated damages, totaling $575,000. So it's a wonderful day in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas for poor black people who we have discriminated against. And I call on this country to stop this racism. Y'all stop hating black people, okay? We must treat the Jamaicans good, for the Jamaicans are our people. We must treat the Haitians good, for we are all Haitians. And if you do not, God is ordaining and appointing judges who are possessed with the Holy Spirit and are doing the right thing. So if you see Her Ladyship Justice Ruth Baudowell, you must thank her for looking at the law objectively. There's a lot that I can say. I came to speak to my people in Haitian Creole and to tell them that I am pleased that notwithstanding that they put handcuff on my sister Dahin No Not, she has been given the victory. I hereby call on the government of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to immediately pay the Jamaican man his $2 million and pay the Bahamian woman of Haitian parentage of $575,000, and that would be powerful. My spiritual advisor, what are your comments?
Yeah, that's very interesting. The issue, though, is that there may be more cases similar to this one. But the reality is, though, is that there are so many applications that are still in immigration that are being held up for whatever reason. Now, Sandra, in this case, this young lady, her parents were, they were given permits to reside and work in Bahamas, right? They were residents.
Yeah, her parents.
Not citizens, they were residents.
Yeah, they are.
Right. So she's born here in the Bahamas.
Yes.
Which means that according to Article 7 of the Constitution, the citizenship, Section 2, I think, of the Constitution,
Yes.
Article 7, she would have been entitled to be registered upon making an application at the age of 18.
Yes.
And 12 months thereafter as well. So between 18 and 19, she could have applied because she was born in the Bahamas. Now, what I'm trying to figure out, what causes this 11, 12, 13, 14, 15-year delay on these applications? Because the Constitution is very much straightforward and clear, unless when you read the other portion of that same section, it has something to do with renouncing citizenship of another country. Now, it does appear as if when Haitian parentage children are born in the Bahamas, that their parents still go to the Haitian embassy and get them passports. That may be an issue.
No, that's not an issue.
Because you then would have now allegiance to another country.
That is not an issue.
But
Fred Mitchell.
You're holding a Haitian passport.
Do you want an explanation?
Why do their parents go to that?
Do you
to
want
the Haitian
an
embassy?
explanation?
Okay, correct.
Fred Mitchell, who at one point was also Minister of Immigration, pointed out that by these children being issued early in life a Haitian passport in the Bahamas, it becomes a part of the documentations of their presence within the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That is evidence of them being here. And in addition to that, let us not forget, until they reach
the
18.
documentation.
Yes.
Sandra, if you're holding a passport of a foreign country, you are considered a citizen of that country.
And in addition to that, they are citizens of Haiti until such time as they reach 18 and they renounce their citizenship.
Okay.
So two things was taking place, and Fred Mitchell also, in addition to protect their interests, you would recall that at one point there was a kind of document almost looking like a passport that was being issued, and all of that was to prevent fraud, because there are a lot of people who make application for citizenship and they commit fraud. But if you have a child born in the Bahamas and you're not a citizen of the Bahamas, by having that child registered with the Haitian embassy and being granted a Haitian passport, that is documentation. And a part of the citizenship application is to provide a copy of that passport. Do you understand that?
I'm not getting that, because apparently, well, let me just read this. Because I don't know if I'm getting that, right? Because if you're born in the Bahamas and either of your parents are not citizens of this country, then the Constitution allows a certain thing for you.
Upon reaching 18.
Right.
Right?
But now, let me ask you a question though.
Yes.
If when this person is born in the Bahamas, right?
Yes.
Foreign parents.
Yes.
Are they issued a birth certificate.
You get a birth certificate.
Right. So isn't that documentation?
That's
So
document.
why would a passport be a part of that?
Because the passport provides a photograph. Birth certificate does not provide photograph, and there is evidence to show that forgery is committed. And one of the ways to prevent the forgery is to document the child by having that child issue a Haitian passport.
All right. So then, the reason why these applications are delayed, because under Section 7, subsection 1, it says provided that if he is a citizen of some other country, of some country other than the Bahamas, he should not be entitled to be registered as a citizen of Bahamas under this article unless he renounces his citizenship of that other country, takes the oath of allegiance, and makes and registers such declaration of his intentions concerning residence as may be prescribed. So could that be the reason why these applications are
You will
being
find
held up
that
for so
the
long?
applicant, no, you will find
Because
that
you have to renounce.
you will find that the applicant does that.
Okay. All this is part of the process.
Of course.
Okay.
All of
Okay.
that is a part of the
Okay.
process.
Okay.
Don't forget now, I'm among the few justice of the peace who go to the Haitian embassy. Tout le monde haïtien!
For what reason though? Wouldn't
Ma vini! Na NBC Haiti! What do you mean, what reason?
Yeah.
They're my people. And there are times when I have to go to speak on behalf of the new incoming citizens.
So currently there may be more than 25,000 applications in the immigration department that are queued to be processed. And this situation has to be fixed because when they apply at 18, I know some people right now up to 29, 30, and 40. Application has not been processed.
That is true.
But that don't make no sense.
Well, there could be reason
That's
for
ridic-
it. No,
that's
there can be reason.
That's ridiculous.
No, there can be reasons.
Valid reason?
Yeah, there can be valid reasons. I've come across some valid reason. First of all, there are many young people of Haitian descent who become emotional. They become upset, arguing, I've been born here. Why are you demanding it? I'll give you an example. There was a young man whose mother's Christian name could be pronounced 3,
Different ways?
possibly 4 different ways. So immigration wrote him and said, listen, based on the 3 documents that you have provided, your mother has 3 different ways of spelling her name.
Oh.
So we need an affidavit to confirm that the 3 different spelling on her birth certificate, on her passport, and your birth certificate, this is one and the same person. So he became emotional until he met me about 2 years later, and he complained. And I said, well, bring me the letter. And then when he brought me the letter, and I began to read it, I said to him, listen, this is a very easy problem to solve. And we did the affidavit, and immigration immediately granted him citizenship. But you couldn't have 3 documents with 3 different kinds of spelling.
Now, pronunciation and spelling are 2 different things.
Well, there was
It's a
3
pronunciation or
different spelling
Okay.
and pronunciation. I don't want to pronounce the name because I suspect he's watching me.
Is it Davo or Diabo?
No, Christian name,
Okay.
not surname.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
So therein lies that problem. So,
The system has to be fixed, okay? The system is.
well, there's only
in
one way
problems.
to fix the system. If you want to fix it.
Because the government's going to be break after a while.
you have
you
to-
know how many cases can come up after this one now?
Well, you can fix the system if we decide that if a person was born in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, he's a citizen. That solved the problem. If you say he has to make application when he's 18, then one of the things that we should have been doing is to start educating the children from they enter primary school. And by the time they reach junior high school, they would have recognized what are all the documents they are required to produce. Now, what did the FNM do? The FNM.
The FNM is not in power, though.
Oh boy. My
So why you
spiritual
keep doing that, Sandra?
my spiritual
The FNM is
advisor,
not in
are you
power.
going to listen to me? Or are you going to cover up? All right? Don't forget how Rude Bo Dowell got on the bench, you know. Okay? This is Freedom March. God save an independent judiciary. God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save poor black people who are being slowly liberated by the judiciary. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monka. Bradley Roll is my spiritual advisor. It's birthday time, Bradley.
Yes, we got just one birthday, I think, to today. We want to wish Wendell Bowe a happy birthday. Greetings coming from Fred, Gerald, Annabelle, Lime, that's his children, his favorite nephew, DJ Spuddy, one of the jams, and Also, everyone from Christ Church Cathedral and St. Barnabas Church. So, happy birthday to Randall Bow. You got a shout out to Patricia Nichols today?
Yes, I do have a shout out to Patricia Nichols. Patricia Nichols, I met your sister today. I was so excited that in the midst of all of those people, she flattered me. She told me that you are one of the women there. She also declared that she accepts my leadership. I thank God that you accept my leadership, and I call upon you to join me in this national campaign to get Brother Donald John Trump elected as president of the free world. And by that, he must first win the election in the United States of America. And once he does that, he becomes the leader of the free world, and we will all join him in his international cry, fight, fight, fight. It's powerful. And to Charlene, I wish you a happy, happy birthday. God bless you. And to my brother, Edward Knowles, listen, your birthday lunch was excellent. So I thank you very much, and I wish you a happy, happy birthday. God bless you. It's powerful. Any more?
That's it?
Well, I am in a joyful mood. I'm excited for the Jamaican citizen who received justice. And I'm also excited for the young Bahamian woman of Haitian descent whom Justice Ruth Bo Dowell awarded $575,000. And I just want to pass a coded message on to my people in the Haitian community. Zami moyo, ou pa kone l'air officiel mette menati sous men li. Ma pa besoin officiel pour mette menati sous men li. Même ma mande bonde pour pardon tout mon yo pour ça. C'est bon. Well, having passed that coded message, I was telling my people that I was saddened that the official put a minority is handcuff, okay, on her, Suli. So I asked the government no longer to put minority on her. It's powerful. Well, having said that, I was at the Registrar General's Department today, and I was not too pleased. I had a very interesting experience, and the government has to make up its mind. The Attorney General has to make up its mind. They demanded payment with a debit card or a credit card. Do you know the machine for the debit card and the credit card didn't work? They have to make up their mind because the law say dollars, and so they did agree to take the dollars because I already had the documents in my possession. And at 70, at how old am I?
67.
At 67, it would have been a national disgrace for me to break off and run out of the Registrar General office with all them Defense Force officers and security running behind me, and I'm accused of stealing. But there was a Spanish man who was also there, and he wanted to pay. They told him that machine didn't work. And it was amazing what the white Spanish man said. It was amazing. The white Spanish man said to the Registrar General's office, y'all in his Spanish voice, not from Spanish well, from Spain. He said, y'all got a new building, new office, and the machine ain't working. So the Negro lady, not recognizing that I was watching, because she had just told me the same thing, she took shame and she said to him, give me the card, let me see. And she slipped to the back, went way wrong, and she was able to use his credit card. So I was kind of happy. I didn't mind for me, but I thought it was terrible to have foreigners in your country. You insist that they have to pay with credit card and the machine ain't working. So I'd like for the Attorney General to terminate those machines and follow the law. The next problem that exists at the Registrar General's department that was very annoying is the air condition doesn't work. Big, beautiful building, but the air condition doesn't work. And I think I'm in a position to blame the F&M for it. But I hate doing that. But I'm going to tell you why I'm going to blame the F&M. Now what has happened is that the PLP is alleged to give a big-time F&M the contract for the air condition. Listen to this. Isn't that wonderful that in 2024 that the PLP gives the F&M, my party, a big contract. Then that wicked F&M refused to pay the contractor to install the air condition. So therein lies the problem. So the contractor has refused to install it because the PLP gave the big juicy contract to the F&M. And that F&M is stupid. If the PLP gives you a big juicy contract, my God, just pay the contractor so that he would install the air condition. So, as a form of substitute, in one area they got about 10 fan, and the 10 fan is just blowing what I call Negro heat. So, one fan is by one Negro lady and it's just circulating. It's a disgrace. Okay? I'm going to write Fred Mitchell to find out what was the basis of the governing Progressive Liberal Party giving that F&M that juicy contract, but he wouldn't pay the other man. I'm not opposed to F&M's getting contract. I think it's good for the country, right? But I'm annoyed that he, having been given that juicy contract, that lousy F&M will not pay the contractor. I just don't understand it. Could F&Ms not be like me? Government pay me and I work hard. Work hard. Ask Wayne Monroe. Work hard. Ask Dr. Michael Dowell. 24 hours. Because I'm an F&M and I can't have people saying the government hired this F&M and he ain't working. But this big time fat F&M, they give that juicy contract and he wouldn't pay the contractor. So guess what happened? The air condition sitting right down there and the Registrar General office hot. All right? So you're not getting the level of productivity there. You're not. Okay? Now the bathroom is nice and clean. It's nice and clean and so forth. But it's hot. It's a disgrace And I call on Ryan Pinder to publicly tell me why he think that F&M, who wouldn't pay the contractor, should get that contract. That's all I want to know. All right? I finished with that, my spiritual advisor.
But that says something, though. I mean, why wasn't the contract given directly to the contractor?
Well, sometimes...
So there's this middleman now,
well,
apparently.
sometimes the contract may be so juicy, right, that the person who got it is the man who has the capability of getting the product and everything, but he needs that independent person to install it. And when that independent person discovered how much money the office of the Attorney General gave that F&M, he upset. And their problem is they can't figure out how I know. Well, I'll give them a clue. I got to know the same way I got to know when Dr. Minnis and Shane Gibson formed their partnership. And Shane Gibson started buying all the gasoline from Dr. Minnis' Daddy Gas. See, they don't fool me. You see, they can't fool me. When it came to the big, big money, Shane Gibson gave that gas contract while he was minister. And when Minnis heard me came on this TV show and I revealed that, he's still convinced that it was Shane Gibson who told me. He will be shocked to know where I got that from. It wasn't Shane Gibson. And guess what he did with Shane Gibson? I hate to think about what he did to Shane Gibson. Oh boy, I'm so sorry I did bring that up. Monty Victor and Shane Gibson? Oh, I feel bad. I hate bringing that up. I really hate bringing it up because Shane Gibson didn't tell me. He didn't tell me, honestly. But Minnis punish him, victimize him, and Shane did give him a juicy, juicy contract. Right there on Market Street. Yeah, they were like 2 peas in one shell. Dr. Hubert Minnis and the PLP minister, Shane Gibson. And Shane Gibson took care of him. Oh boy. If Shane Gibson had done for PLPs what he did for Dr. Minnis and his family, PLPs would never have forgotten Shane Gibson. I certainly understand why he treated Dr. Minnis with so much love, humility, and big contract. But you'll never tell why these fellas are partners. Okay? But they got me here to tell you what's going on. Any comments on that?
No. Yeah, but listen.
Go ahead.
Something I wanted to comment on earlier. Now, sitting at the center of these 2 court cases.
Oh, yes.
Where the Jamaican
And the Haitian
right,
Bahamian.
is abuse, either from the immigration department or at the prison. So let's look at the abuse from the immigration department. Now, it's been alleged that immigration officers abuse some of these foreigners or Bahamian or Haitian descent. Now, is that a part of their system, or that's just individuals?
To abuse?
Yeah, it's not.
No, that's not a part.
That's individuals just acting unlawfully, right?
No. Your abuse might be due to inefficiency. You see,
explain that.
The first form of corruption, right? The first form, anytime you want to recognize whether or not something is corrupt, you look at the level of efficiency. So whenever you find inefficiency, it is the first sign of corruption.
So why is it being alleged that, well, this young lady alleged that she was abused while she was in the detention center?
Don't forget what I said. You mete menotti. They put handcuff on her.
They said and then of course it's being alleged by the immigration department that she would have bitten some of the officers' fingers. And as a result of that...
Yes, but the court did not find that.
Oh.
You see, she may have bitten them, but the court didn't find that. Do you understand my point?
So, but there was enough evidence that immigration officers abused her.
Yeah, the court found that. Just look at it. If you apply for citizenship, 6 years? Come on. What are the documents you're required to produce? You're required to produce 2 photographs of yourself, your birth certificate in the Bahamas, a copy of your Haitian passport, your man, your pa birth certificate, your school records, somebody who might write reference for you, a medical certificate. You go down to the police and you ask CRO to give you a copy of the criminal record office, right? Then you come look for me, JP, right? I sit down with you and I say, now listen here, everything you say here is true? You say, yeah. I say, you sure? You say,
So
yeah.
do they sign a sworn affidavit?
Then I say, raise your hand. And I say, how good is your language? They say, we speak English fluently. Then you will say that this affidavit, which you have read and signed, is correct and true. So help me God. You then sign it. I will date it, notarize it in accordance with the law. If you lie, I'm not guilty of a crime unless I knew that you were a liar.
Okay.
But if I was not aware that you were a liar and you mislead me, then you are guilty of a crime, deceit of a public officer. And in my case, I bring 2 charges against you. Not only are you guilty of deceit of a public officer, you would have betrayed my Haitian ancestry, and I expect every person who has Haitian blood, when they appear before me, they would recognize that moi-même, c'est j'ai du père pour tout mon Dieu. And that is La Force.
Right. And so the abuse at the prison.
Yes. You're talking about the Jamaican man or the Haitian?
The Jamaican
Well, in the
man.
case of the Jamaican man, he has alleged that he was raped.
Yeah. Now, how could something like that happen in a prison?
It is always
that is
possible
controlled
that
by prison officers and overseers.
Things can happen. You would recall that I was sent to prison.
Yeah, but they didn't rape you, eh? or you ain't tell us.
I would be the first to confess it.
Yeah.
But you would recall I was sent
But you understand my
to
point,
prison.
right? The system is supposed to be
Listen to
designed.
me.
Okay.
At the prison, there is a special officer who's assigned there. He will look among the people who are being sent. If he is safe. When I went to prison, the officer who was assigned, he was safe. He recognized immediately that I should be taken to a special facility.
He recognized that, or the system recognized that, because
I just told the Negro man, you're not listening to me. Don't mind, I may talk jokey. There is a man assigned to the prison. When you show up, right? He sees you and he makes a judgment call. Depending on who you are, he may send you to the back of the prison.
Let me ask you.
Do you understand that?
Let me ask you a question. What if this man sees a man that looks in a funny way
What do you mean by funny way?
coming into the prison? He has a queer eye for a straight guy.
My spiritual advisor.
What do you do with him? What would he do with him? Would he put him on the sissy block?
In a case like that person, he would then say his presence is his life in danger. If he concludes that that man's life is in danger, he is required to place him where his life will not be in danger.
That would be what? Minimum security.
Wherever he thinks it will be safe, he will then consult with the prison authorities. So when I arrive, right? When I arrived at the prison, they made a judgment call. They decided that they will take me to a special facility. Got me?
Okay.
So I was taken to a special facility. The Free National Movement was in power. Just before midnight, a distinguished Negro gentleman visited me in my cell. So I was visited in my cell. I kept it quiet because I'm F&M, and he came and he bought something for me to drink. And so when he bought it for me to drink, I looked at him and I said, "You saved, right?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Well, give it to me." And I drank it all. Now, you don't have to believe me. I don't know. I drank it, and it was fine. And then when I woke up, a man said to me that God has given him a message for me. You don't believe that, eh? But this is true. And so he read a scripture to me and told me what God prophetically has told him. So the point that I'm making is abuse can occur. And in the case of the Jamaican man, when you take into consideration that he was in detention for 10 years, that isn't supposed to happen.
Yeah.
All right?
The system failed him.
Well, no. A part of the problem is, let us look at Wayne Monroe. Wayne Monroe is the first Minister of National Security who has educated me that legally he's responsible for the prison. So he's concerned if there's a fight. He's concerned if there's a death. He's concerned if there's an abuse.
Now, back up.
Yeah.
Is the Minister of National Security really concerned about abuse going on in the prison?
Of course, I'm
what
using
hap-
Wayne Monroe as an example.
Because you see what can happen, right?
Yes.
It could come back to bite the government
Yes.
in their pockets.
When did this man go to jail?
You say 10 years ago.
Yeah, who was in charge? Right? All I'm saying to you, listen to what I'm saying.
No, but let's get serious about this.
I am serious. Don't mind how I sound.
This is a problem.
Wayne Monroe discussed it with me. So when he heard that the mother contacted me and say her daughter isn't getting enough food, he was very concerned about that.
Okay.
Because the law puts that responsibility on the minister. Now, you could have a Minister of National Security who does not know the law. But Monroe is an attorney at law. He knows he's responsible for the prison.
Right. So, Senator, in prison, men are not supposed to be raped now. That is
Men,
what's happening.
no
Under
woman
a system that is managed properly, that should not happen.
Yes, but there are occasions when you can't expect that the prison is going to have an overseer in every cell watching every
But they do have prison guards, though.
Yes, they do.
They have prison guards.
Yes, they do.
How many prison guards is attached to BDOCS?
I'm not sure
You need
how
to
much is
find
there.
out. You need to look at how much prison guards are attached to BDOCS, and then you need to look at the prison population and see if there's enough prison guards
Well,
to
we don't have
manage.
enough. We don't have enough prison guard.
So they have to deal with the problem then.
I was at the
Because
prison.
that's the problem.
I was at the prison the other day because Monroe is building a block. What I call it? Something to build, make 10,000 blocks. So I was there.
A machine?
Yeah, he's setting up this thing. They're gonna produce 10,000 blocks a day because they're expanding the prison. Essentially, people who are in charge of ministries have to understand their responsibility. Listen, folks, we're still supporting Donald Trump, okay? God save the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God save Donald Trump. I call on the Negro people of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to fight with Donald Trump. It's powerful, all right? God save the King. We'll be right back after. Welcome back to Freedom March. My name is Rodney Monker. Bradley Rule is my spiritual advisor. And just before we open up the line, I call upon my people, the Negro people, to recognize that there is a wonderful presidential election taking place in the United States of America. The debates are lively. The campaign financing is wonderful. And at the moment, the Americans are acting peacefully. Just the other day, a Pakistani citizen has been arrested by undercover agents whom he has been trying to hire to assassinate our brother and incoming world leader, Donald Trump. So we must continue to pray for a peaceful presidential election in the United States, and we must continue to pray for the two leading candidates and their vice president, that's Mrs. Kamala Harris and her running mate, Tim Watts. And of course, we also must pray for our candidate. Our candidate is Donald John Trump, and his running mate is J.D. Vance. So I call on the Negro people to put aside racism. In this election, Donald Trump represents the teaching of Holy Scriptures. He represents the teaching of Jesus Christ. We do not deny that he is a sinner. We all are sinners. But in this choice for world leadership, Donald Trump is the man. And I want the Negro people to know that we must use our influence to speak to the 12 million tourists. It was ordained from the foundation of the earth. The 12 million tourists will come to the Commonwealth of the Bahamas so that we can campaign. And we must tell every American, don't do no nonsense. You hear me? This is about the MAGA movement. We're going to make America great again. We're going to make the economy great again. And the rally cry is Trump, Trump, Trump. Fight, fight, fight. It's powerful, okay? We're going with Donald Trump. We're not playing racism. This ain't got nothing to do with who's woman. We're not playing woman. We're not playing who got color. Donald Trump has color. His color is white. And it's powerful, all right? So let's don't talk no nonsense. We're not playing color. We're not. We're not playing woman. We're not. We are playing and we are supporting Donald Trump. And remember, vote for Trump. Yes, indeed. Trump knows what the people need. Vote for Trump. Yes, indeed. Trump knows how to fix America. Fight, fight, fight. My spiritual advisor, you may open the line.
All right, 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. Call us, the line's open. But listen, do us a favor, please. When you call the show, please, if you listen to us via your television or radio, please turn them down. Once the producer says he's going to put you through, please turn your radio or your TVs down so we don't get a feedback, okay? So 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775 and 698-0776. Producer, if you have any calls as yet? Welcome to Freedom March. Call you live.
Hi, spiritual advisor.
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Hi, Rodney.
Hello, my dear.
Guess whose birthday is today?
Whose birthday is it?
Terry Ferguson.
Really?
Really?
Man, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday, Terry. And that's
Wow.
coming from your family and friends, especially Evelyn and Ingrid.
Wow.
Enjoy your day, my dearest.
This is powerful. She must be a wonderful citizen.
Thank you so much, caller. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Excuse me.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to Freedom March, caller.
Hey, Spiritual. I have two things to say. First, I want to say to you, I'm a little disappointed in that the guy said yesterday that Donald Trump as a child of God. Come on, he should know. You should even tell him everybody's a child of God. Some of us may lose our way, but everyone is a child of God. And then you should remind him of the greatest people in the Bible. Christianity would not have been Christianity with the number one killer, Paul. Saul, who had the gun, Paul.
Yeah. So
You should remind him of all those great men in the Bible.
yeah, who had a history, who had a past, who did fall, who
Even all
sinned.
the 12 disciples. You know, so even Moses, Noah, all those great men. But anyway, I called to say this about Donald Trump. I want to say this. Remember now, the Democrats accused him of having an insurrection, leading an insurrection, being the election denier.
Right.
You can look back in history, and every time the Democrats lose, they deny election. Hillary Clinton, she used to start calling Donald Trump, but illegitimate president. But I say that to say this, watch, and when Donald Trump wins, you're going to see something like never before. They're going to refuse to surrender power or surrender the civil. He's actually the winner of that election. Remember, they accused him of insurrection. What were the Democrats going to do? And they're preparing for it now.
Yeah, yeah.
So I want to remember what the date is, the 7th. Remember the caller called and said what's going to happen after Donald Trump win the election. The Democrats are going to refuse to acknowledge he win the election, just like before.
Fight,
Yeah.
But it's not going to be one
fight,
this time.
fight.
Thanks so
fight,
much, caller. We
fight,
appreciate your contribution.
Fight, fight, fight.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Go ahead, caller. You there?
How you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. Thank you.
Good. How was the trip, man? How was the trip?
I had a good time, mind you. I had
Yeah,
excellent
good.
time with my family. Wonderful
good,
time.
man. That's wonderful.
I enjoyed it. Honestly, I
Yeah.
did.
Listen, tell me something. So you was not involved with that juicy contract, eh?
Was the air conditioner of that building?
No. The one with Mr. Monka get, he ain't give you nothing of that juicy contract?
We're not going to entertain that. because
Monka, stop that, stop that.
Cut off that Negro. He's not safe.
323-7775 is the number to call. 6980775. 6980776. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello?
Good afternoon. You're live, caller.
Yeah, I'm calling to respond to the nonsense that this Rodney Monka guy is talking. Obviously, he doesn't know his history. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I suggest that he monitor and deal with matters here in the Bahamas as opposed to the U.S. because he doesn't have a clue. And some of the what you call it, his views that they're calling, don't have a clue what they're talking about.
As
They're
relates to what?
absolute nonsense.
As relates to what?
As it relates to Donald Trump.
And what?
That's what it relates to.
Okay.
Absolute garbage.
So what is garbage? Donald Trump or?
Donald Trump and the nonsense what Rodney Monk is talking about.
Okay, so you're supporting the Democrats.
It doesn't really matter. All I'm saying is that what he's talking about Donald Trump and what Donald Trump will do and all that, that's garbage.
Okay.
He needs to understand what he's talking about before he gets up on air and say things what he's saying now.
Yeah, but you recognize that Donald Trump used to be president of the United States, right?
I know.
Right.
He had a 4-year term.
Right.
It was absolute disaster. He almost terminated the United States of America.
Well, okay, that's your opinion.
No, that's not my opinion. That's fact.
That's facts.
All around the world, the people laugh at him. The nonsense what he did. His foreign policy was a joke.
Fight.
It was connected between him and
Fight,
Mr.
fight,
Putin.
fight. We thank you for your
Right?
comments.
The Democrats don't have to fight.
We thank you for your comments, my brother. We've given you a long run. Next
All
caller.
right, take care. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
For you?
We're fine. How you doing?
Okay, I wanna say something to Mr. Roll, please.
Go ahead, ma'am.
Mr. Roll, you know something, I really respect you, but sometimes you know things is be right. Okay, like let me just say with the Haitian thing, what you're trying to say to Mr. Monco. You know exactly what you're saying, because what you're saying is right. But stop allowing Mr. Monco to try to lift his voice to say, well, he knows more than you, man. Come on, you know what you believe in. Stand for what you believe in. Do not, because it's a show, you don't need to step down or let him tell you what you know is right.
Okay, I understand
You
what you're saying.
understand? Thank you, sir.
I understand that. All right, thank you so much, caller. I appreciate that. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. I'm sorry, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Gentlemen,
Yes, sir. How are you?
good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You could write it in your history book and put it in.
Sorry?
47% of your United States are female.
Anything, sir? Go ahead.
Okay? Donald Trump is only using the church. Okay? Donald Trump does not respect black people nor the church. And it's fake me to see how people want to do no better. Talking fool on the radio.
So let me ask a question. How much respect you think Kamala Harris has for the church?
I think that's
And
Donald Trump.
she supports homosexuality and lesbianism and trans.
Well, how you know what Donald Trump supports? Come on.
Well, Donald Trump is. Well, he's vocal. He's vocal on what he wants to support.
Okay? I said when I would support, Donald Trump support riot, murdering. Donald Trump is a felon. Okay, so you tell me a criminal to run for the Bahamas anywhere in the world. Come on, man. Let's be real.
Yeah. The Apostle Paul was considered a murderer too before he became a Christian, eh?
Anyway, we thank you for your Negro comment.
Thank you, caller.
Do well, my brother.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live. Hello?
Hello?
Go ahead, caller. You're live.
Yeah. How y'all doing today?
You're doing well. Thank you so much.
Man, spiritual advisor, you let me down for man who went to cynical senses.
How so?
You right there listen to Monka crap, and Monka, you listen to all that crap, Monka. Monka looks so silly in that hat.
Oh, so you don't support Donald Trump?
Monka looks silly in that hat, man. He's a Bahamian.
You don't support Donald Trump?
Monka can't even go to the States.
Of course I cannot.
He looks so silly in that hat, man, with his red necktie.
Bow tie.
Spiritual advisor, let me down. Try not
Trump.
fall into Monka
Your
trap.
problem is
Monka's a wicked man.
You are racist.
No, you racist with his ugly red hat.
This hat is not ugly, and stop insulting my hat before you cause me to sin.
When last you been in the States?
Not since 2008.
Man, look here. It's the center of the American flag. You're Bahamian. The Bahamian flag's supposed to be there.
And listen, I have the Bahamian flag here.
That looks so silly, man. It's special advisor right there.
Come on.
Encouraging you, man.
Listen, there's nothing you can do. We're going to elect Donald Trump.
Well, you can't vote.
But you don't know what I could do. I'm using
you think it's the PRP election? It's the PRP election, eh? Man, you should be ashamed of yourself with ugly red hat.
Oh,
I can tell that right now.
Anyway, you have a wonderful day before you cause me to sin, okay?
Oh, man. 323-7775.
Fight.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You live. Hello?
Hey, good afternoon, Special Advisor.
Good afternoon, sir.
And good afternoon, the good senator. Good afternoon, Bahamas. But good senator, you know how the Americans take people to come in their country?
Right.
If you got anything on your record, they ain't gonna let you in their country. Okay. I wonder what's wrong with us. You picking any kind of people. Call citizenship. No, any kind of thing, citizenship. Any deed on your record, you deny. They taking everything else and well, I understand. Hey, Senator, listen here.
Yes.
I tell what my pastor tell me for all you all to understand.
Okay.
My pastor tell me, say, an eagle don't fly with one wing. Yeah, Steve, y'all can get that riddle. An eagle don't fly with one wing.
This is powerful.
Okay, y'all have a blessed day.
Thank you, comrade.
Yeah, the pigeon don't fly at one wing either. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello?
Hello?
Mr. Monka, please.
Hello, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine. Mr. Monka, can I have your personal number, please?
Yes, ma'am. My number is 801
801
57
57
60
60.
801-5760.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome,
We'll call
my
you.
dear.
Welcome. Thank you so much. 323-7775, 698-0775, 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I'm there.
Go ahead, you're live.
Yeah, Mr. Monka. Mr. Monka.
Yes?
You live in the Bahamas.
I do.
You live in the Bahamas.
Yes, I do.
Stop promoting Trump, because Trump could be a loser in this election.
You gonna rob him?
No.
You mean to tell me you're gonna rob him?
You and spiritual advice. This is my first time calling
Welcome,
Well,
welcome.
thank you so much for calling, okay?
in. I'm spiritual advisor. I respect you because I'm a Christian also.
You're a Christian and you supporting
Yes.
Kamala Harris?
So you
Hold
now,
on. You're a Christian and you supporting Kamala Harris.
of course.
You cannot be a
of course.
Christian. You cannot be a Christian.
Why not? Why not?
I read a scripture today that identifies who the children of the devil are.
No.
If you understand Kamala Harris' principles and who she's fighting for, you will be ashamed to support her.
No, I'm not ashamed, but Rodney Monka should be ashamed because he don't even know that Donald Trump have 34 felon charges.
Listen to me. The American people will determine on the 5th of November if he is guilty.
Exactly. And
Right.
God is in control. And
Don't
y'all
you
have to
ever
believe it.
forget that God is in control, and I prophesied that Donald Trump is God's man.
We don't need no. God is in control.
Oh yeah.
God
has
is in
saved
control
him.
of that election.
God
on the
has
5th of
saved him
November.
from the
Not
assassin
you
bullet.
need it. I said God is in control.
Oh yeah. We're going with Trump, and we're going all the way.
But caller, before you go, do you recognize that even though all of these charges have been brought up to Donald Trump, right? And he's been going to court. You know what's interesting? He's still running for president.
Yeah, but that's the
It
that's
hasn't
the way
prevented
of
him.
the United States election.
Right, so it hasn't
That's what
prevented
it
him from
does,
running.
because that couldn't happen
So-
over in other countries.
But-
He was supposed to not even run on any
But the
ticket.
mere fact that he's running, it means that the Constitution allows him to.
Yeah, well, that's
understand
the
that?
American Constitution.
Right.
And
So
that
you can't get mad at that.
Constitution was designed by God from the foundation of the earth.
Anyway, Mr. Monka and Sister White, y'all have a good evening.
You
And
too.
I
I'm
love
going
you
to
both.
say something to you
We
before you
appreciate you
leave.
calling,
Woman,
Thank you.
doubt
Thank
has
you.
arisen as to whether or not you are saved.
You're not saying one thing. You are not saying. You definitely not saying one kind of way. You just carry on with Haitian and stuff like that.
The
You're not
Haitians,
saying.
the Haitians are my people.
Every time you go on this radio, you just talking about Haitians. We live in the Bahamas.
They are my people.
And stop speaking this Creole where people
So
can't
do I
understand.
see. Come on, yeah.
Good.
You better learn to love us, because we can be with you until Jesus comes.
Yeah, we know ain't gonna be here that Jesus come, but we have to love everybody. But
Absolutely.
stop promoting that Haitian and Donald Trump. Have a good evening.
I love Donald
You take
Trump,
care,
and I
man.
love the Haitian people. All right?
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hey, how y'all doing,
We're doing well. Thank you, sir.
Awesome. Spiritual advisor, man, you know, got to stop this comparison with politics and religion, and Donald Trump being the savior and Kamala Harris being the devil, you know, because Trump, you know, is not an example to hold up.
What sin,
being on
what
the top, you
sin
know.
has he committed that others have not committed?
That's deep.
Well, Trump, Trump using, it seems to me that Christians is the most easily deceived.
That is not
No,
true.
that's not true. Don't
That is
don't
not
say
true.
that. That's not
Satan,
true.
I rebuke
Yeah,
you.
that's not true. That's not true.
So Trump goes and then starts to quote some Bible verse. And
He's been doing
all of a
that.
sudden, oh, that's the man from God.
No, but Trump has been doing that from he was elected president first. He's been doing that. This ain't
No,
nothing new with him.
spiritual violence.
This is
Trump
nothing
just
new with him.
found Jesus now in
Well,
this
that's
last
fine.
election. Not in the first
Be
one.
happy that he
In his
found
first election
Jesus.
as well.
I'm happy
Yeah.
that Trump has found
No.
Jesus.
No, Trump has found what it takes to win.
Okay, and you think this will get him elected?
Yeah, but
Well,
you know,
I say,
Trump is the same.
Jesus!
And you, Mr. Monka, being the leader of the woman, them, Trump say he take privilege in snatching women in their private.
If you was a
That's
sexy,
disgusting as in spiritualizer.
listen to me. Trump is obviously a very sexy man. There are many men who cannot control their sexual drive, and there are others who are able.
Caller.
And
Yeah.
you know, it's,
Caller, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You're talking about Trump holding women in their private parts, right?
Yeah, no,
Well,
Trump talk about that.
Right.
Trump.
Well, listen, I'm gonna tell you about a man
Mm-hmm.
who saw a man's wife bathing,
oh,
right?
hallelujah.
And for some strange reason, he couldn't get her body out of his head. You know what he do? He killed her husband so
Right.
that he could be his wife, and that was a God man who did that.
Fact.
So,
Bible say he was a man after God's own
That
heart.
was a God man.
spiritual advisor.
Now you understand my point, right?
Holding up Trump to be a God man.
Listen, all I'm telling you is that you're looking at the man faults. I'm looking at his policies.
And
All right? That's what I'm looking at.
Mr. You know, paper will sit down and let anybody
Hey.
write on it policy.
Hey.
You gotta
David.
look to see where the
David.
heart from where this policy coming from.
listen for a second, comrade. Go ahead, my spiritual advisor.
David killed Bathsheba's husband because he wanted her to be his wife.
And my
you
brother,
understand that?
if you had seen Bathsheba,
I should not kill, so you are not holding up murder, are you?
But I'm just telling you, the
He's giving
Bible
you
shows you both
scripture.
sides of the man.
Yeah, I mean,
God
we have
punished him,
commandments
yes.
to go by,
But-
man.
but
Don't tell me what
David wasn't-
killed,
David
so that
wasn't
don't
perfect.
make it right.
Listen, he wasn't perfect. When he
we
saw,
know it wasn't right.
When he saw Bathsheba bathing, he couldn't get that image out of his head. All right? Anyhow, you have a good day, caller. Take
Do
care,
well.
David. 323-7775 is the number to call. 698-0775. 698-0776. Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello,
Hello, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Great.
Spiritual advisor,
Yes, ma'am.
I normally don't agree with nothing Rodney Monica out of his mouth. But Trump 2024, all day, every day.
Donald Trump for president.
Donald Trump for president, 2024.
Woman, today, I proclaim you are a saved woman. Go and continue to serve the Lord with all your heart, for there is no racism in you.
Trump
bless you.
2024, all day, all night. You
This
all
is
have one
powerful.
good.
I
Thanks
thank
so
you,
much,
Lord. I
brother.
thank you for the Negro women who are liberated, and they recognize that Donald Trump is our man.
Welcome to Freedom March, caller. You're live.
Hello, Spiritual.
How you doing, sir?
Man, I had to call you back to tell you doing great today. Use the Bible, put them in their place, and now the other person was asking you, but what he talking off the cuff of Donald Trump when you ask him for an example. So I'm proud of that, use the Bible to show them.
Yeah.
He will outstand cast the first
Yeah,
stone.
that's the point.
You
Amen.
see what I mean?
That's
Today,
the point.
people
Amen.
judging Donald Trump. Before we go to Camilla and said, she was 29. She was sleeping with a
Yeah.
married man who was in the 60s. Stop judging these people based on their personal stuff. Look at what they did for the country.
Yes.
That's the point.
Another caller say, why we worry about America when we the Bahamas? They're ignorant to the fact that they don't know if America is.
Yes.
He's dead. He's
Absolutely.
dead. I wouldn't even say sick.
And if the American economy crash, we're gonna crash.
Yeah.
But
So it is what it is.
I don't know how serious this is.
This is
Absolutely.
serious.
Absolutely.
And if America lose the war,
Tell the women leave this. Please, payments. Come off the CNN and MSNBC and go and do your own research to see what's going on.
Absolutely.
All
We're
the
the
Democrats
policies.
are piling on us. Racist.
that's all. They must stop
Brainwashed
it.
to that.
They
But
must
look
stop
at
it.
what's going on.
Absolutely.
Trump is a wonderful human being.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
leave this one with you that's going to go to the Bible. I want to ask you, spiritual advisor, what was the color of Moses when he left Egypt? Remember, he didn't get to see the promised land because of what he did. I mean, he saw it, but he didn't get to go in it.
Yeah.
What is his color every time he was in the presence of God and come out of the tent? Because remember, after Levi set of the tent, with the ark in there, Moses was the only one who was allowed to go into the tent in the presence of God. And every time he come out, remember he's the color of the sun.
Yeah,
And what is
his
the
face
color of the
shone.
sun?
Yeah, his face had a brightness on it. Yeah, absolutely correct.
Well,
You're correct.
orange man, eh?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
read your Bible,
Well, have a good
apparently.
day.
You have a red Bible. Thank you so much, caller.
Thank you. This is
Yeah,
powerful.
we're at the end of
This
the
is
show,
powerful.
Sandra.
Let me tell you another sin that Kamala committed. The Prime Minister of Israel was invited to address the American Congress and she boycotted it. How she could do that when the Bible teaches that we must pray for the peace of Jerusalem? Lord Jesus, I ask you today, protect Jerusalem, and I pray for the holy people of Jerusalem that there will be peace. And it was only after she heard that Donald Trump will welcome the Prime Minister that she agreed to meet with the Prime Minister of Israel. God saved the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. God saved the holy people of holy Israel. God saved Donald Trump, who is prepared to defend and to pray for the peace of Jerusalem. God saved Jerusalem. God saved the King. God saved the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.